Detroit gets their first win of the season against the Minnesota Vikings because of course they do. Final score 29-27, which is why going back to last Thursday, New Orleans, they lost to Dallas. That helps the Vikings out as far as seeding is concerned. None of that matters because the Vikings as a team, they still got to handle their own shit. And what do you know? They couldn't do it against a previously winless Detroit Lions team. I can't emphasize enough just how much I don't give a fuck about this team. I'm sick of repeating the same shit. And quite frankly, the Vikings, they don't deserve to be taken seriously. Mike Zimmer, he's a clown. Jared Goff, who's downright awful. Jared Goff marched his team down the field for a walk-off win against your defense. Which, speaking of that defense, oh my God, that broadcast crew all game long. Oh, the depleted defense, Mike Zimmer and that depleted defense. His defense is in shambles. What is he supposed to do? Bro, it's fucking Detroit. Are you kidding me? In 8 years, he has not gotten better as a head coach. Rick Spielman, also a clown. You prefer an unlimited supply of 7th-round draft picks ahead of your day 1 and day 2 picks. You have yet to figure out a solution on the offensive line. You drafted Kellen Mond only to re-sign Sean Mannion. He cannot be trusted to find a successor to Kirk Cousins. Mark and Ziggy Wilf, clowns. You witness your team and the people that you put in charge of it week after week after week embarrass themselves looking like a bunch of jackasses, and you continue to do nothing about it. Justin Jefferson, he's on track to eventually force his way out of Minnesota, but you don't care, so why should I care? You are not getting a cent of my money until you clean house, and until that time, I will continue to mock the fuck out of you. The hell I look like breaking down this shitty-ass film. Oh, the 2-point attempt. Why did you even go for it? You should have went for one, and even the 2-point attempts that you called for, those were some ass-out plays. Clowns. That was the takeaway from Sunday's game. And as someone who's been quite vocal on firing Mike Zimmer the last 3 years, especially when it's been wildly unpopular, the way that everything's been unfolding right now, you fucking right I'm going to gloat. And I understand some people, they may have a problem with that. Okay, cool, but it's something about the blue check marks, man. And I never initiate anything with these guys. I'm not really on Twitter all that much, but sometimes I may quote tweet the blue check marks reacting to a quote from a team source. So player X said this, a coach said that, me reacting to the quote from the team source, you the blue check mark, you're just the messenger. But for the most part, all I do is tweet out my takes and log out, and that's it. Evidently, a blue check mark, they got all the way butthurt with one of my tweets yesterday in which I said, all you Mike Zimmer stands that mocked me this whole time, unapologetically twerking for your fearless leader, one cheek at a time, don't stop now, drop it like it's hot. Well, that blue check mark is Dusty. Dusty, a Vikings content creator, and I'm not sneak dissing you, I just don't respect you enough to say your actual name. Dusty is a guy who's built a following searching for random people on Twitter that talk shit about Kirk Cousins. Now, here's the kicker. These people that are talking shit on Cousins, they don't know who the fuck Dusty is. He swoops in out of nowhere. They'll be replying to ESPN or FS1 or Adam Schefter. Kirk Cousins, he ain't shit. And here comes Dusty out of nowhere. Well, actually, this big-ass page of stats that nobody asked for. Actually, this is why you're wrong and Kirk Cousins is great. Dusty is the equivalent of a telemarketer on Twitter. You ever experienced this where, let's say you're trying to buy a new car, you find this website and they're, okay, in order to get to the next page, you have to put in your information. Okay, fine. And all of a sudden, you get 50 different phone calls from 50 different car dealerships. Hey, I heard you were trying to buy a new car. It's like, whoa, who asked for this? Where did you come from? But he had a problem with what I said yesterday. Now, what's interesting, Dusty, is going back to January, you tweeted out, I don't care about Realistic Randy. That's what you said. Okay, cool. I don't care about Realistic Randy, but fast forward to yesterday, you tweeted at me, plus were in my mentions, a combination, I would say, of at least 20-something times. Take all of those tweets combined, word-wise, they add up to the equivalent of, what the fuck is that novel called? The Bridges of Madison County. And what I find so hilarious is that you getting butthurt over me gives me free material. Like this video right now on YouTube. I'll be sure to monetize it. Thanks a lot for that, Dusty. But the Vikings are a clown show. Now, if I want to pimp out a take that I've been saying for 3 years, in which case, for the most part, I've been met with some backlash, and it turns out that I was right, then I'm going to fucking do it. Now, if you have a problem with that, what you can do is block me or mute me, whatever the hell. No one's forcing you to watch or listen to what I do or say. Just like I don't give 2 fucks about the content that you produce. It's simple, easy. Why does this have to be so hard? Next video is Wednesday. We'll see you then.